Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me on this morning for Quick Word Tuesday. If you can just take just a moment, just share. Good morning, and tag somebody in it. I would greatly appreciate it and let them know that we are on for Quick Word Tuesday. I am Pastor Deidre Samuel McLeod, the pastor of Divine Destiny Ministries, and I am also the founder and the facilitator of Daughters of Zion Online Women's Ministry. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me on this morning. I want to greet you in the name of the Lord. On this morning, I just want to share a quick word with you. And the word on this morning is the power of self-help. The power of self-help. If somebody can just say that with me, the power of self-help. In my women's ministry for the past I say months now, that I've just been only posting declarations. I've been only posting declarations. I have not necessarily been speaking, giving a lot of scripture on different things. I have not been doing a lot of videos. I've been basically teaching declarations and decreeings, teaching you how to speak and declare over your life. Now, I want to be able to help you to be able to understand, because God quickened this in my spirit early this morning. As I was on my exercise, on my run this morning, the Lord was dealing with me about the power of self-help. That oftentimes people always tend to worry about going to help somebody else, and they have not necessarily gotten the power or gotten the strength that they need to be able to go forth in the journey for their own selves. Good morning. And so the Lord started reminding me about when we go on airplane trips, and that the thing that they speak and they always say before they ever take off, they said, in case of an accident, in case of anything that happened, I want you to be able to grab hold of the oxygen line and take it first, not for your child, not for your husband, not for your grandma, not for your entire family, not for the people that's in the hood, not for the people that you left at the hospital, the nursing home, none of that stuff. God said, and not God didn't say it first, but God said it first. But the people on the airline said, take the oxygen first, and now hook it up to yourself. Breathe in and get the oxygen that you need, because if you're not able to first help yourself, you cannot be able to be a help to nobody else. If my daughter was dependent on you, if my baby was dependent on me, and I first gave her help first, and she did not know how to give me what I need, possibly I would die. But if I first give myself the help that I first need, first administer help to me, first be able to be strong enough, first for me to be able to declare over me before I'm able to decree over anybody else, I got to first decree it for me. I'm not teaching to be selfish. I'm teaching you first how to be able to get the power of self-help first for you before you'll be able to be any good to somebody else. That's how come people get in relationships. They get involved going to churches. They get involved going to different things, and they start saying how the people hurt them, how they did them wrong, and how things didn't go the way that they thought that it should. And they start blaming everybody else and start talking about what everybody did to them, how they was hurt again, how they was lied on again. And the truth of the matter is, it's probably not that they did you wrong. It's probably that you ain't healed first, that you ain't got the power of self-help first. And when you don't get the power of self-help first, you look at everybody else as doing you wrong. You look at everybody else as trying to send you a lifeline, as trying to handle you or mistreat you improperly. So the Lord was saying to me, there's power in self-help. You can't do this by yourself. Before I can try to go back and grab them, because I teach declare with me, declare that God is going to do this thing big. Declare with me that God is going to work this in my favor. Declare with me that I am the head and not the tail. Declare with me that God is going to bless my going out as well as my coming in. God is going to heal my body. Declare it with me. Decree it with me. You can't go back and go get them until you first have the power to be able to speak and declare over yourself. So it's like somebody's now that they ain't healed, they ain't whole, and they trying to go back. They worrying about everybody else. Let me make sure that they don't just say me. They try to go back and try to let me go get them. Let me go preach to them. Let me go pray with them. Let me go lay hands on them. Let me be able to walk in a gift of discernment. And they start thinking about everybody else. And the problem is they're not taking the time to realize that I got to walk in the power of self-help first. I got to heal me before I'm any good to anybody else. I got to be in a place of alignment that I can be able to pray to God, get the help that I need first from God before I'm able to intercede for somebody else. So on today, I want us to understand that there's power in self-help. That you ain't doing nothing wrong. That you got to realize that I got to do this for me first. That I ain't no good to my kids. I ain't no good to my husband. I ain't no good to my church. I ain't no good to my ministry. I ain't no good to my friends. I ain't no good to nobody. If I don't first get the help that I need, how is it that I'm starving and I'm trying to feed somebody else? How is it that I'm out of shape and I'm trying to tell somebody and convince them that, come on, you can run a mile? How is it that I'm walking in a place of disorientation and I can't be able to stand up on my own? I'm drunk and I ain't even sober, but yet I'm trying to tell you how you can be able to walk in a place of soberness. No, it helped for you first. There's nothing wrong with believing first for you. There's nothing wrong with fighting for you first. There's nothing wrong with sometimes saying, God, I just got to come before you just for me on today. There's nothing wrong. You're not operating in a spirit of selfishness. You just can't do it for nobody else until you first do it for you. To decree means a formal and walking in a place of authority, order, especially having the force of law. I can't walk in a place of having authority. I can't walk in a place for you and I haven't learned how to fight for me. I remember, and I shared this before with my congregation. I remember that that there was this young girl when I was a kid. She taught me how to defend myself. She used to pick on me so much, and I automatically just thought that I couldn't win. I thought because she was bigger than me and all that stuff, and I just thought that I couldn't win. And I had it in me, but I didn't know that I had it in me. And let me tell you something. You got to learn how to be able to defend you before you can defend anybody else. And so when she taught me on that day, she taught me from that day forward that you got to fight. You got to fight for you, because there ain't nobody else going to fight for you like how you fight for yourself. There's going to be somebody that say, you know what? I'm going through my own self. I'm tired today. I ain't got time to pray for you. You got to learn how to fight for yourself. And they might not even mean no harm, but they might be saying, today ain't the day. I see my inbox. I see my messenger going off. I see people messaging me and saying that, pray for me, lift me up. I'm going through. And the truth of the matter is, you got to say, I need help for me. That if you don't save you, nobody else ain't going to do it for you. And People only fight for you, but for so long. So you got to say right now, I understand that there's a power in self-help. Stop trying to worry about everybody else right now. Get it for you. Get it for you. Good morning. Get it for you. Get it for you right now. Get it for you. You ain't no help. You ain't help to your mama. You ain't no help to your daddy. You ain't no help to your kids. You ain't no help to your husband. You ain't help to your wife. You ain't help to nobody until you first get it for you. Being in a place of depression and you trying to fight for somebody else, you can't do it for nobody else. You need it for you. That's like you need your whole dollar. And like I say to my church, you need your 50 cents. But yet you steady trying to give somebody else. Good morning. You steady trying to give it to somebody else. And I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with sowing into other people. But your main and your first priority, your main investment, gotta first be within you. Baby, you ain't no good to nobody. To first good to you. And I had learned that. I'm sharing this on this morning because I had to learn that. I had to get to that. Somebody drop in the comments. No. Say loud and clear. No. No. And I had to be comfortable saying no. Because sometimes trying to go and do it for everybody else, you run yourself ragged trying to do it for everybody else. And I started saying, no. No. And they were sitting there looking for an explanation. I don't owe you one. No is it. No. Because I realize if helping you is hurting me, I ain't no good to me. And there's power in self-help. There's power in it. I want to teach. Yes, we got to have the gift of no. We got to have the gift of no, and we got to have the gift of goodbye. And if people are doing too many transactions that they're steady depleting you, and they're not doing enough deposits in you, I'm telling you right now, you're going to end up in a place that you ain't no good to yourself at all. There's power. There's power in self-help. Help you. Take some time and rest. I'm telling you, my husband always say you got OCD, and I love everything to say neat and clean. It bothers me when people mess up, so leave a crumb on the corner, or walk in the house and they didn't dust their feet off good. All of that stuff, I'm telling you, I was running myself ragged. Let me wipe this down. Let me sweep this up. Let me spray this down. Let me go get this, and I got to get some old Clorox, and I got to do this, and I got to do this, and I got to wash the dishes. They left a fork in the sink, and I got to go do this, and I was steady. And you know what? Not that, because anybody know me, not that I keep a nasty house, but I started saying, you know what? You get it. You do it. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. And it's okay to rest. Rest. Do it for you. Do it for you. Decree and declare over your life. There's power in self-help. Stop trying to add on cousin them. Stop trying to add everybody else on. Stop trying to do it for the pastor. Stop trying to run ragged for the deacons and the trustees and for your customers and stop. And just say no. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care. Long as me and God good, I don't care. No. No. And I stop letting little things bother me. Now, I say, come back and do it. I take a nap with the clothes beside me on the bed. Because I'm tired. And I'm no good to nobody else until you first good to yourself. Stop trying to drag everybody to the altar along with you. Look here. If they don't see that they need help, if they don't realize that they need prayer, if they don't realize that they need to get up and go to work by now, if they don't realize that they hungry, if they don't realize it, listen, by you flipping over leaps and bounds and jumping over mountains and hurdles and doing all that for them, if they don't realize it for them, by you killing yourself, it still ain't gonna make them realize it. Have and understand the power of self-help. Go to altar sometime for you. Lay in his presence sometime for you. And guess what? Newsflash. When you get up from laying with God just for you, when you get some rest just for you, when you do it just for you, you have a different fight in you now to be able to go help somebody else. As a matter of fact, the scripture says that then, after you have recovered, now go back and restore your brother and sister gently. You know why? And I'm just saying, y'all. He said, go back and restore them gently. Because you know, when you tired, when you tired, you snappy. You're irritated. You'll growl and you'll bite and you'll bark off of stuff. That's just little. But when you get some rest and you understand the power of self-help, you be like, oh, that's it. Oh, that's all that you was asking. But when you tired, you don't understand it or see it that way. You snap. You growl. Understand there's power in self-help. Do it for you. I'm talking about the world is waiting on you. I'm talking about you are waiting on you. You're depending on you. You're depending on the life that you save may be for you. This is Quick Word Tuesday. I pray that this word has been a blessing to you. I pray that you understand the power of self-help. Baby, there's nothing wrong with decreeing and declaring for you, because you got to be some good first to you before you ever any good to somebody else. Some of you are walking around with attitudes. You're bitter, you're angry. You walking around, you get up mad. Get up mad, go to bed mad, take a nap, get up mad, you eat mad, you drink mad, you walk mad, you shop mad, you go get your nails done mad, you get your hair done mad, you're mad. You know why? Because you're trying to be everything to everybody else. First, be it to you. You might get some friends. You just might get some people to be a blessing to you. You just might get the help that you need if you realize that you need help. There's power in it. I love you guys. I pray that this word has been a blessing to you. I pray that it has. Share this word. Tag somebody in it and let them know that there's power in self-help. Join us this evening at 6 p.m. If you want to come out, we're right there at the Landmark Inn at 6 p.m. where we go forth in intercessory prayer, and then we go forth in the Word of God. And then on Friday morning, we come back to you 6 a.m. in the morning as we go forth in prayer. I pray that this ministry be a blessing to you, that this ministry is changing lives, is impacting millions and millions of people, just one soul at a time. I am Pastor Deidre Samuel McLeod. I pray that you have an awesome and wonderful day. And remember, there is power in self-help.